everybody. Ben Engelman here with Freaker Guy Realty and the Engelman team, and wanted to give you a weekly and a monthly update for April 2025 and a weekly update here for May 5th, 2025. So hang in there with me. Be a little bit longer video, but I'm going to show you some interesting stats here that are coming on the market, because I've had a lot of conversations with folks that just keep saying, oh, I see a lot of houses on the market. And there are more houses on the market, but there's not a lot of houses on the market. So I'll explain here in a second. So just going through what we're looking at for April here. Finished the month with 54 pending. That compared to last year, we had 62. When you look at closed sales, we had 41 last year, 45 this year. So closings ticked up a little bit there, which is a good sign as well. When you start looking at the resale market broken down, we're sitting at 56 resale listings on the market. 49 of those are single family homes compared to 36 single family homes last year. So that number is climbing a little bit, but we are far, far, far from where we should be. And I'll explain that when we get over to the charts. So also have six townhomes, one condo, and 23 new construction. That 23 new construction, we were sitting a couple weeks ago at 25. So all in all, trending up. As you can see up here, when you start to look at May, you'll see the active listings. They do tick up quite a bit through July. Same with the resale. So if we stay on this trend, hopefully we get into that, 70 to 80 homes on the market. When you look on the resale side, same with single family homes, you'll see this huge jump from April to May. Last year we went from 36 single family homes to 61. So if that stays true, if we did add 100%, we'd be in really good shape if we got around 100. I don't see that happening. And the reason I don't see that happening is because the buyer pool is growing and there's more and more buyers out there. So homes are still selling very quickly. When we switch over, you'll see absorption rate. We're still definitely in a seller's market. So we'll switch over to that real quick here. So when you look at active listings on the market, what you're looking at here, sitting at 82 active listings from where we were last year. 87 is what came on the market. Not a bad number, staying pretty steady. When you come down to monthly closings, though, what you're going to see is last year the 41 to the 45, still not too far off when you start looking just April in general. But as you can see, over the next 2-3 months, that's really going to accelerate. So the next 30 days is kind of your prime window. Iowa State, they get out, I think on the 16th is their last day of May. And then you look at all the other schools, you're going to see more movement in the market as schools get out. We're seasonal creatures. So spring, everything's getting green, it's getting warmer now. Now it's gonna really heat up. So expect this number of closings, really expect it to be, in between that 60 and 75, 80 closings here is what I expect here over the May, June timeframe. So when you start looking at new listings, we're sitting exactly where we were essentially in 2020 on the new listing side. Last year we had 71 versus the 54. So what that tells me is the lock-in effect is still real. Folks that are sitting with a 2 to 3% rate, hard to move when you're at a 6.5 to 7 rate right now. So your difference in that is pretty big. If interest rates drop, you're going to see a lot more people start listing their homes, and you're going to see a lot more buyers come into the market. That's good and a bad thing. The bad thing, if rates drop too quick, that's going to put upward pressure on prices, because the buyer pool is going to grow as people say, okay, hey, now I want to buy. So be careful of that. But as you can see here, 2019 in April, we're at 106. So, and then down to to 96 there for May. So we got a long way to go till we get back to the pre-COVID numbers. So when you start looking at days on market, this is a normal trend. Usually drops down as you go into the spring market. Days on market do, because the buyer pool grows a lot. But when you're looking at 40.9 days on market, still not bad. But normally, if you see that, depending on your house, that's 60 to 90 days on the market. That is a normal time frame. So I would expect this number, as more homes get on the market, you'll see that number start to go up a little bit. Absorption rate. So we've actually ticked downward. So we were at 1.9 months. Now we're at 1.85. That is 1.85 months. If no other homes came on the market, we would be at 0. So that's how much inventory we have on the market right now, and it would completely sell through in 1.85 months. So not a very good scenario when you start looking up here of where we were in 2020, 2 to 4. That's starting to get a little bit more balance. A lot of experts say that between 4 and 6 months, that's more of a balanced market, to where you're shifting from a seller's market into a buyer's market. So we have a long way to go before we hit that range. So you're talking, we're going to have to at least double, if not triple, our inventory of listings before we even touch what's going on here, in shift over into a buyer's market. And yeah, people are going to say, oh, well, this house has been sitting for a long time. It may be overpriced. We saw a huge jump from 2020 till now, and especially to the beginning of 23. So 2020 to 2023, people saw massive equity growth, and they're still hanging on to some of that. And the big thing here is people want move-in ready. When you start looking at your home, okay, who's going to want this? Is it outdated? Is all the maintenance been done to it? How are the mechanicals? What's the roof look like? All those different things. That's where we come in. Let us come over, see where it's going to be, get some comparables, and really, take a look at what you need to do to get your house sold if you're looking to sell. Whether you're looking to sell this year, whether you're looking to sell next year, or maybe even 5 years, and you want to do some updating, we'd love to come over, take a look at things. So just give us a ring for those types of things. When you start looking at the sale price to list price ratio, right now, sitting at 97.8. So 100 is your list price. Right now, market wide, you're looking at 97, 98%. So keep that in mind now when you're listing your home. And we have stayed below that 100 mark for a while. These anomalies here are 21, 22, when rates were ridiculous. That's just what's going to happen. Things are going to go over asking. So if you have any questions, give us a call. We'd love to help you out. Use this as a resource. We'd love to add value into whatever you're thinking, that 30,000 foot view of where am I going to go? How should I get there? That's what we're here for. So lean on us for that. We'd love to help you out. Enjoy this amazing weather. The next couple of weeks, it sounds like it's just going to be perfect. So everything's getting green. Leaves are starting to really pop on trees, and sun's shining. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.